Good evening, all of you beautiful people, and welcome. My name is David Silverman. I will be your host, guide, MC, auctioneer, whatever you want to call me. Just call me David. Let's give a great thank you to Justin. Thank you so much for I've never seen that caipiranha. I love that, but I'm going to go out and look for one now. It sounded delicious, and we will forgive you the muddling mistake. You got a little muddled there, but that joke was just hanging in the air. So our event is going to be starting in just a few minutes. You want to make sure that you have a bidding device in addition to a viewing device, and make sure, most importantly, you register on the auction site to participate in the silent and the live auctions and the raise the paddle. The live auction and the raised paddle will open at 7 o'clock. And it will close at 10 o'clock. The silent auction will also close at 10 o'clock. Everything closes at the same time there. You're going to want to log into the trivia software to participate in that trivia, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And when you are asked to join a group, you can join your child's classroom. Now, if you have more than one child, you get to choose which class you want to join. And here's a little bit of evil strategy. If you do have, two kids, or if there's two of you on two different devices, one of you can log into the class of your choice. The other one can log into another class and then just bring that curve down. But that's just trivia strategy. Don't tell anybody that I told you that. But you want to make sure that you're on there. And another thing, when you're on the YouTube, if you're seeing me, you're on the YouTube. If you have any questions at all, our own Jesse West is standing by, and he will live chat with you. If you have any technical issues, just go into the live chat. Jesse is ready, willing, and able to answer all of those questions for you. Thank you so much, Jesse, for handling that end of it. Better you than me. Or even better, get an 8-year-old to help you with any technical questions you have, because they know this stuff way better than I do, that's for sure, and probably better than most of us. So thank you so much for joining us. We're going to start our official event in just a moment here, but make sure you get your two devices set up. Make another caipiranha. I just want to say caipiranha as many times as I can tonight, and settle in, because we have a wonderful program for you. Some information, some wonderful live items. We're going to be opening up those in just any minute now. Is it officially 7? Have we officially opened our items there? We're just about ready to do that. Oh, they are officially. I'm getting the word from our off-camera support team. Jill Biggle is here, and Kelly is here working these devices. The whole crew here at Seattle lives, and there's a lot of people supporting this event. But we can't do it without all of you. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Everything going to that bottom line to support Tree Montessori, and we can't do it without all of your support. So thank you for joining, I guess we're off and running, aren't we? This is it. Thank you for joining. Now, especially if you're joining, if you were at that cocktail pre-event, I hope you had a great time with Justin. And once again, thank you so much, Justin, for making those caipiranhas. We have, as I said a moment ago, an action-packed about an hour. We've got a few videos to show you, and you have this chance to bid on these wonderful live auction items. We've got to raise the paddle, and more importantly than anything else, we've got trivia. So as I told you just a second ago, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to repeat this so that we're all on the same page. In order to partake in everything, you're going to need at least 2 devices. Every household will need like a viewing device, something like a laptop or a desktop to watch this evening's program. And if you're watching right now on your phone, open up your laptop and switch over there to the YouTube site. And just so you know, we are about 10 seconds ahead of you. There's that latency time that it takes all of this to squeeze my picture down, ram it through the cables, and to have it come out at the other end there. Obviously, I have no idea how this works, but that's pretty much what they tell me. So that it takes about 10 seconds for that to happen. So you're going to want to use your phone or your tablet as your bidding / gaming device. That's where you will do all of your bidding, contribute to raise the paddle, and of course, to play trivia. So while you take a moment to get all of your devices set up and get signed in, as you're doing that, we want to take a moment to thank all of the amazing sponsors tonight. You cannot do an event like this without the support of the sponsors and, of course, the donors of the silent items and the live items. But right now, we want to thank so much our Natural Creations Pools, West Coast Franchise Law, and Daiwa Massage Chairs. You'll hear more about all of them in a little bit. But thank you so much to these companies for being supporters of Tree Montessori School's 2021 Spring Benefit. I miss seeing all of you live. I hope that obviously this has been a trying year for all of us, and especially for the kids trying to keep that education going and supporting our kids as they make it through this. It has been a very, very difficult year for everybody. It looks like we are coming out of this now. I hope you have all gotten your vaccinations, and so there is an end in sight to this. But more importantly than any of that is that keeping this good work and supporting Tree Montessori so that they come out of this strong. They're welcoming the kids back even as we speak. Well, not as we speak right now, but that is ongoing. Some kids have already returned. Making sure, what tonight is about is making sure that everybody at that school is going forward with the strength of the community behind them. And tonight is about participating, and I'll remind you throughout the evening, but you know what you're doing. So now that you have all of your devices all set to go, let's get this party started. So the live auction items are all open, so you'll just go to the pages there. You can see the items, and all you've got to do is start bidding. You can throw in a maximum bid, and it will just keep automatically upping that bid. If you put in your maximum bid, you'll be notified if you are outbid. All of the live auction items are open, and they will remain open until the end of our program. And you can see the timer there on any one item on how much time you have left. They all close at the same time. All of these live auction items will be open, as I say, from right now until the close, until 10 o'clock tonight. And so even after we're done, you can keep that bidding going. You can put the kids to bed and really cut loose on that bidding. So we will review each live item in a little bit. I'm not going to auction them off live right here in front of you because that would just be me speaking to nobody, and that's no fun. But you just do what you're doing. We'll monitor all of these live items as we are going along, but keep that bidding going. Everything going to that bottom line. As I said, you'll receive text alerts if you get outbid. So it's really simple. So you can take a little break, put the kids to bed, and your device will let you know. It'll be automatic if you put that maximum bid in. So one more second to get those initial bids in, and then we're going to do something different with your bidding device. And I know you're excited about this, I am. Now that you have started bidding, you're going to want to open up the trivia screen and look at the bottom of your screen there, that www.crowd.live/FK1. That is our trivia game. And so when you log on there, you will be asked to enter your name and join a team. If you haven't already done that, you can join your child's class. If you have 2 children in the school, you choose which class you join. And so here are some helpful tips in this game. The faster that you answer, the more points you score for your team. But each of you is basically scoring individual. So if I'm with my partner at my house and I enter a question really fast, I'm going to get, for example, 3 points. Maybe somebody else somewhere else on the same team answers a little bit slower, but correctly, they might only get 1 point or 2 points. All of those are compiled for that team. You cannot, though, however, and this is important, you can't change your answer once one has been selected. As the time goes by, those point values go down. Now, and if you lose your connection just return to the game and press continue answering to continue right where you left off. We should note that the guide whose class is the overall winner will receive a gift certificate for an hour-long massage. Now's the time for oohs and ahs with our own TTMS parent, Sochi Alvarez Ponce. Thank you so much, Sochi, and that is a wonderful, wonderful prize for the winning guide. If you're having any technical difficulties, reach out to Jesse West on that live chat on YouTube. That info is right on the bottom there. You see a phone number for Jesse. Again, big shout out to Jesse for fielding all those questions. So if you're ready, and just nod your head. Okay, that was good. Our first question is just a practice question, just to see how the whole thing works. And if you're all ready, here is your practice question. And you can see these behind me even here. So here is trivia question number 1. In what year did Tree Montessori School reopen as a nonprofit? Was it A, 1997? Maybe it was, you think it was B, 2003? Was it C, 2007? Or was it D, 2013? So we're testing your knowledge here about Tree. We're going to see the historians in the group here. And I'm going to give you, we got about 10 seconds left, I see. And again, we're working with this latency on this YouTube. So I think that's our 30 seconds. And the answer is, drum roll. Very good, you do that at home. 2003, the school unexpectedly closed in January of 2003, but reopened later that year as your beloved Tree Montessori School. So that was just a practice question. I hope you all got the hang of that one. No points were awarded for that. So take a moment and just, if you got it right, pat yourself on the back. And if you did not get that one right, now's the time to go, darn, I was so close. So have you got the hang of it? I'm going to assume you do. Let's get started. And don't forget, before we even get there, you can live chat with us on YouTube and just give a shout out to somebody else. You can, I'm sorry? Oh, do the question. Okay, we're doing the question now. She said, just get on with it, Jill. So I'm doing the question. Our first official question is brought to us by one of our wonderful sponsors, National Creations Pools. National Creations Pools is a family-owned company. They service the greater Seattle area for the past 27 years. They specialize in turning your dream pool into a reality. So please check out their website. It is right behind me there on the screen to see some of their inspiring work that they've done. Thank you so much to National Creations Pools for your continued support of Tree. Here is the question, sponsored by National Creations Pools. It is very appropriate. What U.S. president had the first indoor swimming pool built in the White House? You got 30 seconds to answer this. Was it A, Woodrow Wilson? Was it B, Franklin D. Roosevelt? Was it C, Lyndon Baines Johnson? Or was it D, Ronald Reagan? So some interesting choices there. And let's see, we are just about, our 30 seconds is just about up. And the correct answer is, this is kind of a no-brainer, it makes sense. B, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He had a swimming pool built in the West Wing, which makes sense if you think about the therapy he needed to deal with his polio. And so we have him to thank for that wonderful pool in the West Wing. Once again, thanks to the fine folks at Natural Creations Pools. We really appreciate your support. All right, I'm going to check the class standings after that first question. Jill is just off camera here. She is going to let me know, possibly, who is in the lead after that question. She's rapidly testing or trying to find out who the winner is on that one, and she has little cards of all the winners. Red Cedar is in the lead. I don't know by how many points yet, but Nice going, red cedar. Don't forget to keep those bids going on the live auction items. We got so much. You're multitasking. One of you could be doing trivia. One of you can be doing the live bidding, so you can multitask there. All right, let's move on to our next question. How many taste buds does the average human tongue have? So a little bit of science here. Is it A, 2,500? Is it B, 4,000 taste buds? Or is it C, 8,500? Or D, 10,000 taste buds? All right, you're running out of time now. If you really think about it, do not try to have your partner stick their tongue out and start counting. That just is not going to work. So the correct answer is, drum roll, brrr, using my tongue, my taste buds, 10,000. D was the answer. Good for you. If you said 2,500, maybe you only have 2,500 and you just don't have a very good sense of taste. I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything right here. So I'm going to check in on these class standings one more time in just a moment. She is rapidly trying to find out who is in the lead. It looks like Western Hemlock. Does that mean they're in the lead overall or just on that? Western Hemlock has moved into the lead. It is a tight trivia game. All right. This is fun. I hope you're having fun. This is wonderful for me because I don't have to answer anything. All I have to do is read. Easy breezy. All right, we're going to do one more. And this is another one from one of our wonderful sponsors. Daiwa has produced luxury chairs with the most advanced technology based on holistic massage techniques. The Japanese word for great harmony, their company name conveys their mission: to help all parts of your body work together and achieve personal wellness through therapeutic massage. And you'll see one of their chairs is in our live, and when you look at this chair, you can tell that they are serious about these massage chairs. It's just amazing. So the Daiwa question, and thank you, of course, to Daiwa. So here's the Daiwa question. A 60-minute massage is for your body the equivalent of getting how many hours of sleep? Do you think it's A, 1 to 2 hours, B, 3 to 4 hours of sleep, C, 5 to 6, or D, do you think a massage in that chair is equivalent to 7 to 8 hours? That's a lot of, that's amazing. I did not realize this. I'm learning here. And so we're running out of time. Get your answers entered in there. And the correct answer is, and I was stunned by this, which I think I just gave away the answer, is D, 7 to 8 hours. That is just amazing. So I'm just looking, oh, I see, boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm reading some of the chat here. I'm multitasking as we go here. All right, that is the end of our first round of trivia this evening. So we're going to take a look at our class standings. And Western Hemlock is still in the lead. Good for you, Western Hemlock. You really want to get that massage going for your guide. All right, we're going to transition here. We're going to get back to our trivia in a second. Rest your fingers there. Well, rest your trivia fingers. I want you to keep your bidding fingers for our live auction items going, because we are going to describe some of these live auction items. And our first one in this live auction item number 1 is, as I said, our great sponsor Daiwa has offered up this very wonderful massage chair. Now, this chair, I mean, it is absolutely amazing. It's a full-featured massage lounger. It offers therapeutic treatments that keep you feeling your best. I mean, look at this chair. This could be you. And it's an extra-long L-shaped massage truck that runs from the shoulders to the hamstrings. I mean, it just It just grabs you and massages. It looks like every part of your body. The Olympia is the best value for a high-end massage chair that will leave you feeling relaxed. Included is white glove delivery and from U.S. Jacqueline. Thank you so much to them. It includes the delivery of the chair, installation, and all of that. And of course, they're all following COVID protocols when they deliver it to you. Now, the thing about this is we have two. Item one is this massage chair. Maybe you want it in brown or choco, I think is what they call it. And item two is the same chair in black. And so these have over a $6,000 value. Of course, you can just do the buy it now for $12,000, and that would benefit the school greatly. We really want to thank our donors on this Daiwa one more time. That is just wonderful donation there. And this is your chance to get this wonderful, wonderful Daiwa massage chair. All right, that's items 1 and 2, those wonderful chairs. Item number 3 is one I can speak to very well because it is a South African photo safari for 2 at Zulu Nyala Wildlife Reserve. And this is a wonderful, this is the family, the Santons, who took this trip a few years ago, and they absolutely loved it. And I've been to Africa many times. I've been there 4 times. There is nothing better than traveling in Africa, and this is the way to do it. It is 3 full meals a day. You get 2 guided wildlife viewing activities, and this trip is for 2. And the Zulu Nile Wildlife Reserve in South Africa is just unbelievable. Hemingway-style tents. If you've seen the great Channel 9 Hemingway special, you've seen what those tents are like. And you have 3 years to use this certificate if you want to redeem it in 3 years. It doesn't include airfare, the transfers, the side trips, the beverages, and things like that, but everything else. The food is top-notch. It's 6 days, 6 nights. I would advise, if you do buy this, that you allow more time to spend in Africa. Africa is just an amazing, amazing continent just waiting for you. Once you go there, I guarantee you're going to go back because Africa gets in your heart. Look at these great pictures of the Santons enjoying this, and the wildlife at this reserve is absolutely amazing. So this is a great, great opportunity. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say, I'm going to sell this as many times as you want to buy it. Again, it is for 2 people. And if you want to buy this for $3,000, I will sell it as many times as you want to buy it for $3,000. You are not going to find a better way of getting to Africa at that price anywhere. And so get together maybe with a bunch of families. If the 2 of you want to travel and 2 of you want, and you want to take 2 kids with you, that would be the way to do it. Buy it twice. Like I said, you are not going to find a better deal. As many times as you all want to buy this, let's sell it for $3,000 per package. And so take us up on that great African opportunity. Maybe you don't want to go to Africa. And again, we've been waiting a full year to travel, so these are your opportunities. Live auction item number 4 is a 5-night stay on Waikiki Beach Resort in Oahu. It's a 5-night stay, partial ocean view, spacious rooms, a king bed, glimpses of the Pacific Ocean from your balcony, and this is just a wonderful, luxurious property, and this is an award-winning property in hospitality. And the Outrigger, where this is founded on caring for its guests, and they really do. It's a 5-night stay, partial ocean view, as I said, king bed, and the concierge service is just amazing. This can accommodate up to 4 guests, so think about that. You will have, again, another 2 years to use this. It expires, as you can see there, May 6th of 23. No blackout dates, and that's important. Airfare is not included in this, and it is just a great opportunity to get away to Hawaii. And you know, it does rain here sometimes. This would be a great thing to have in your back pocket. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just feeling in such a generous mood. I'll sell this as many times as I can, and let's just sell this for $2,500. As many times as you want to buy it, we will sell it to you for $2,500. $100. Take us up on that. Your trip to Hawaii is simply waiting for you. So take us up on that, and I'm going to move on now to live auction number 5. And this is a night downtown with childcare. And this, you will enjoy a night downtown without your children. This package includes 2 tickets to the Fifth Avenue Theater, a night at the Inn at the WAC. Childcare is provided by Western Hemlock assistant Megan Biggs. Thank you, Megan, and thank you to all the donors on this. And this is a great chance to get back to downtown and just have a great night out and know that your kids are in great hands. So let's get the bids going on that, and that is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. It's got a value of over $1,000. Now, maybe you want to go hot air ballooning. That would be a wonderful thing to do. But I'm going to get back to that because I want to get back to that trivia. I'm just so excited about these live items. So we're going to get back to our live items in just a second. But let's get back to some more trivia. Get those trivia fingertips ready. So here comes our next trivia question. And it is, which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it A, the bishop? Is it B, the rook? Is it C, the knight? Or is it D, the pawn? Now, if you play chess, this is basically a no-brainer. I think this is the easiest question in this trivia game tonight. And so get those answers in. Remember, is it the pawn, the bishop, the rook, or the knight? You should have all, that should be our 30 seconds. And the answer is, ding. That's right, the bishop. Congratulations, all of you chess masters. If you, so what was the film that came out? What was it? The chess film. Why can't I think of it? Queen's Gambit. That's right. Thank you. You're here for my first senior moment. If you watched Queen's Gambit, you should all have gotten this correct. Although if you watched Queen's Gambit, you had to look up at the ceiling to see which one it was. And if you saw that film, you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's check our class standings. Who is in the lead? Jill. Still Western Hemlock. Wow. By a lot, by a little? Are they catchable? Yes. They are catchable. That's the important thing. Do not get discouraged. Okay. Before we move on, we need to take a moment to recognize another one of our generous sponsors. A big special thank you to West Coast Franchise Law. West Coast Franchise Law was founded by Nate Reardon and helps franchise business owners all over the country buy businesses, lease space, develop real estate, borrow funds, and create partnerships. Everything that you need to set up that business. All right, right now we're going to take a break from this breakneck speed, this trivia game, all of this bidding. You can keep on bidding and keep those biddings going. But while we do that, you're going to check up on your live auction bids, but we have a wonderful video. I spent some time down at the school a few weeks ago and met your wonderful head of school. So right now, let's have a few moments with your head of school, Jamie. Let's see that. Welcome everybody. Here we are, middle of the auction. You're doing a great job on the trivia. I'm sitting here on campus with Jamie Sweeney, your head of school, for a little chat, and we're surrounded by the sounds of Burien. So planes will go over, car wash in the background, but we're going to spend a few moments with your wonderful head of school. So Jamie, you were hired just before the schools were closed because of COVID. What drew you to Three Tree? What were you most excited about seeing and doing at this new school?
This place is pretty unique in the fact that it does the philosophy in a really authentic and high quality way. You know, what is happening in the classrooms here with the children here is as good as it gets, as authentic as it can be. One thing that has been a result of the pandemic is I'm teaching now. And so I'm working with a group of elementary students that I've really enjoyed getting to know and kind of fallen in love with, and they're, you know, as you'd expect, funny and smart and, you know, driven and resilient in the face of all they're going through. So they've been working remotely now for 14 or 15 months. I guess it's time to see this. They'll be on site later, but which will be really fun.
So by the time we're watching this, the elementary school kids have come back already. But what are you looking forward to about getting them back in person?
Just seeing their response. They're developmentally like this is their jam. So they want to be together and they want to socialize, and being able to do work as groups and in small groups is really what it's all about for them. So this past 14 months has been really difficult for some of them, and they have not been able to do that in remote learning the way that they would typically do.
You can do anything to jumpstart that bonding, or
stand back. Yeah.
Let
Just
them
get
do
out
it.
of the way. Yeah.
Smart.
And it's part of the philosophy too, is that you let them create their own environment and let them have ownership of the environment. And so they'll do it beautifully. And truly it is like, as the adult in the room, just to have the courage to know that they're going to do it well and do it in a way that's most authentic to them is really the gift of, I think, what this philosophy gives you.
All right, this is your last chance. Anything you want to say to these great people? You want them to know? Anything you'd like to say to all the families?
Thanks for your warmth. Thanks for making me feel like I belong here. It's hard to come to a new place, and this place has made it as easy and as accessible as possible. Thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for donating or bidding or whatever you're doing, or just participating and being a part of the mix.
All right, we're going to get back to trivia, and this was your up close and personal with your head of school, Jamie Sweeney. Back to the business at hand. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you, David.
Thank you indeed, Jamie. We had a great time down there, and somehow we got that whole thing in between car washes and jets landing, and I'm amazed that none of that sound got in there. But we had a great time, and it was really a pleasure to spend some time with Jamie, and he's just a wonderful, wonderful guy and a great head of school, really dedicated to doing the best for the kids, and that's all you can ask for in a head of school. All right. You're doing a great job. I'm following along in the chat here. It looks like Megan Johnson said, way to go, Western Hemlock. So apparently she's thrown it down there because Michelle Abadoy said, come on, Madrona, and a lot of exclamation points there. So keep it up. Keep putting that chat in. We can read it right here, and I'll keep trying to pay attention to that. All right, we're going to get back to some trivia. And this question is hosted by Novo Fogo. It's not sponsored. What does this mean? Oh, Novo Fogo, I see. They generously donated all of the shikasa that was part of the drink kits that you, if you attended the pre-event. That's what this is about. Good, David, I'm reading this as we go along here. All right, this question is not sponsored, but it's a great question. And it is, which country has won the most soccer World Cup titles? So it's a little sports question here. Is it A, Argentina? Is it B, Germany? Is it C, Brazil? Or is it D, Spain? A lot of good choices there, a lot of good soccer countries there. And I'm a little chagrined that they didn't even put the USA in there. It's just that was a no-brainer, because it's clear we have never done that. The women have, though. Get your answer in there. And let's see. So we're kind of technically dealing with some things here, but I can tell you that the correct answer is... Oh, the question is not showing. Okay. Back it up a little bit there, Cameron, so I can read that again. And of course, this is what happens with live virtual events. And this is where I'm just going for the sympathy money later on, where I just go, just look what happened. Just throw money at them so that we don't ever have to do this again. But internet problems happen so frequently on these live broadcasts. Sometimes it's on our end, sometimes at your end, sometimes it's just who knows? It goes into the ether, and we don't know where it goes. So we're going to deal with that. Do we think we're back up? We're back up. I'm going to repeat that question.
Hold on just 1 second.
Wait, Jill is giving me instructions, and I listen to Jill because she got me my check. And there you go. I'm not stupid. Well, I might be stupid. I'm no fool. All right, maybe I'm a fool, but at least, you know, I'm not stupid. Anyway, never mind. So are we ready to go, we think? Not quite. They're working madly here. And by the way, I mean, these events take so many people behind the scenes to make them work. So we really got to give a big shout out again to Seattle Lives, all of the technicians here, and all of the people that have worked backstage. And so we're good. I'm going to repeat this question. And so here we go. It is, which country has won the most Soccer World Cup titles? Is it A, Argentina? Is it B, Germany? Do you think it's C, Brazil? Or maybe you think it's D, Spain? A lot of good soccer powerhouses out there, and I'm looking forward to maybe getting some soccer games in this year, because soccer sure has come into its own. And so get those answers in, and I can tell you that the correct answer is Brazil. And that fits right in with the cocktail that we made during the Zoom. So it's all kind of, you see how it's all cohesive there? And this is a fun fact. Brazil is also the only team to have played in every tournament. And I did not know that. But that fits in with a lot of the things that I don't know about soccer history. So there you go. Add that one to the list. All right, I'm going to check in again. We'll do one more question, and then we'll check in on the leaders. All right, here's one more trivia question. How many national parks are there in the United States as of the asking of this question? Because maybe they're forming a new one. I don't know. Is it A, 52 national parks? B, 58 national parks? C, 64, or D, 71 national parks? So our national park system is tremendous, and there are a lot of them, but now we're getting very specific. What do you think the answer is here? There's a lot of different questions or answers there, possibilities. The answer is B, 58 national parks. And they just added a national park, I think, didn't they? They just added a national park. So I don't know if that is in this 58, but that's what I was saying before. Anytime you turn around, they're making another national park. And it's a great system. And the best part about being as old as I am is you can get into the national parks for that what is that pass called? The Freedom Pass or something like that. And so I get into national parks for $10 for the rest of my life. And that is the beauty of age. And my wife loves it. Every time we go, she's like, woohoo, coattailing on my old body. Anyway, you don't need to know this information. Let's check the class standings right now. Who is in the lead? Jill. It is, a new leader. Red Cedar has leapt back into the lead. Western Hemlock, you got a little complacent there, didn't you? Was it the soccer question, or was it the national park question that unseated you from the top? All right, I'm going to get back for a second here to these live auction items because they are just wonderful items. So item number 6, oh look, Nicole Brady is going crazy here right now. Just one long woo. She thought Nicole, that should be gold. All right, live auction item number 6 is an incredible thing. It's a sunrise hot air balloon flight for 2 people. Look at these pictures on that site. This is just a wonderful, wonderful way to get up in the air. You and one other person with an unforgettable experience. Sunrise, well, so if you're not a morning person, you don't want to do this. It goes along at about between 6 and 10 miles an hour. If it's too windy, I don't think they even go up. So you know you're getting up there. You have just a gorgeous view. And everybody that has ever done this goes, oh my gosh, it's so quiet. When the gas jet goes off and it just is quiet up there. And of course, no balloon flight is complete without a proper and good champagne toast once you land. What I love about this are the terms and conditions. Make sure you read all of those when you arrive and all that. But what they point out is, and if you look at the pictures, you can see this, there is no restroom. So please, before you go use the restroom, you got to use closed-toed shoes. And please, if you do this, do not ask the balloonist, are we there yet? Just don't do that. That isn't done in ballooning. This is a great thing. I see right now that our top bid is up to $310. Keep that up. That bidding is going great on the hot air balloon. And so keep those bids coming in there. That's a $590 value. So you're getting, we'd love to get that up to value, of course. Oh, Jennifer Roller got distracted by her cocktail, it says. Wow. Well, was it the second Capriana? Now I can't even say it. Caperania. I got to keep practicing that. All right, we're up to live auction item number 7. And this is a great 1 week of camping in Leavenworth. So you can bring your extended family, meet up with another family, because this is a 20-acre property. It's located off of Mountain Home Road. If you know Leavenworth, it's a mile and a half directly outside of Leavenworth. Just a short hike down to Starbucks, which is, the important information there. It's on a mountaintop overlooking Leavenworth, and that is just gorgeous. I've worked out in Leavenworth a lot, up Icicle Creek, and the hiking up there, the access to the enchantments, it's all up there. The property features a large fire pit, running water from a well, outdoor shower, flat camping sites for tent camping, and this is what I like, 2 state-of-the-art latrines. I don't know how advanced the art in latrines has come, but these are state-of-the-art. I'm so curious. It also has, this is fun, an 18-hole Frisbee golf course and a regulation horseshoe pit, because if you're horseshoeing, you do not want to do an unregulated pit. Easy access to all the recreation out there. It also has a 50-amp plug-in service if you have like a small trailer or something like that. That's important to remember. So pay attention to all the details on that. Get that bidding going. We're already up to $350 on that. That is a great opportunity thanks to our donors on that great getaway to Leavenworth. All right, item number 8. And this is just a great opportunity. This is Total Wine and More Into the Wild wine class, and this is a buy-in. We've got 20 spaces available, and they are $25 a piece. That's per person, not per couple. And this is, you'll join other people that sign up for this in a class offered by Total Wine and More about Walla Walla, Willamette Valley, other Pacific Northwest wines. You'll learn about the very best wines from Washington and Oregon wine country. So this is a chance to really get up on your wine education. Pay attention to all of the details here. There's a few choice of dates on this, but as I said, the first 20 people to sign up, 10 couples will get in on that, so don't hesitate on that. Let's see, we've already got, we've sold 1, so that means we've got 19 left, so don't hesitate on that. Get in on there, because this is going to be a very fun evening of wine and learning about the great wines that come out of Oregon and Washington. All right, we're going to get back to some trivia right now. So, get those trivia hats on. Here is your trivia question. What year was the very first model of the iPhone released? Was it A, in 2010? Or was it B, 2009? Was it C, 2008? Or was it D, 2007? The first year that it came out. Not the first year you learned about it, not the first year that you took it away from your child, but the first year that it came out. And the correct answer is, I didn't know this, C, 2008. I would have guessed earlier, I think, but I don't know about these things. I didn't get one for a long time. So 2008 was when that iPhone first came out, and look where we are now. And depending on how you feel about your phone, I'm not going to answer that question at all. All right, we're going to get back to our next question. So, this is interesting. We got science, we got iPhone trivia, we got chess, we got it all. All right, here's the question. Babies are born without which bone? Is it A, trapezium, B, coccyx, C, occipital, D, patella, or E, funny? I just threw that in there because I think we all know humor does not develop until at least the second year. That's a no-brainer. So which one are babies born without? Oh, Jennifer Roller says, I'll rally. Oh, there she goes. Are you rallying? Oh, thank you, Steve Wilson, for jumping on in there. All right, the correct answer is, I didn't know this either, D, patella. I thought they were born, aren't babies born with a soft head? Wouldn't that, but that's not your occipital, right? No? Yes, I know the patella is the knee. Thank you so much. Kelly is in the back going, patella. Yes, I know. I have two bad ones. I danced for 35 years. I know what the patella is. I was just saying I thought. Thank you, though. Thank you so much, Kelly, for keeping me on the straight and narrow. I didn't know that they're born without patellas. So when does the patella develop? Nobody, oh, where are you now, Miss Patella expert? Later on. Oh, thank you so much. We have a scientist in the crowd tonight here. All right, let's get on with our next question. What name is used to refer to a group of frogs? So if you have a group of frogs, what do you say? Oh, that group of frogs, here comes an army of frogs, or here comes a leap of frogs, here comes a gam of frogs, or D, it's a fever of frogs. And if you're in France, you say, here comes dinner. All right. Again, that answer isn't don't look for dinner or a meal of frogs. That's not in there. All right, the correct answer is, if you see, next time you see a whole group of frogs, you can say, the answer is A, here comes an army of frogs. I did not know that. I'm learning so much. Now next time, all those times we see more than one frog. How many times do you see an army of frogs? Where are these army of frogs? I've never seen an army of frogs. Raise your hand out there if you've ever seen an army of frogs. There you go. You see, no hands are up. All right. Let's check the class standings, Jill. Where are we now? She's checking. Do we have a new? Oh, she's getting a new card up. Oh, we're back to Western Hemlock. Back in the lead, Western Hemlock. Wowie and zowie. Good for you, Western Hemlock. It is neck and neck, isn't it? Or?
This one is second.
Sycamore is in second place, just in case you were wondering who is in second place at Sycamore. All right. We have come. Thank you, Nicole Brady. Just texted Florida. I don't know what that means at all. Florida. I'm sorry? Oh, an army of frogs in Florida. Thank you so much. They're interpreting now the chat for me. Apparently, I don't speak chat, and so I'm so glad you guys are here. Yeah, in Florida, I think you're right, that you would see an army. And don't forget, this is exciting. It's the 17th year, and the cicadas are about to come out. So it's going to be terrifying in the Midwest and back east. So do not go back there. The cicadas are on the verge of emerging. All right. Thank you, Nicole, for clearing that up. I see that now. Yeah, thank you. It's good to know you're listening. All right, we have come to what I call the most important part of the evening. It is the raise the paddle or just a straight donation. I know we're having fun, but it is time to remember that we are actually here tonight to support Three Tree, and it is all for the students of Three Tree Montessori School. So right now, we have a wonderful video for you to take a look at, to inspire, to impel you, to incite you, any of the I words above. Take a look at this wonderful video. Take it away.
2020 was certainly a year to be remembered. The year that started with wildfires in Australia and increased tensions between the US and Iran went on to bring us the death of George Floyd and a spark for the Black Lives Matter movement. murder hornets, and of course, the coronavirus. Unfortunately, Tree Montessori School was not immune to the effects that came next. 6 weeks of school closures turned into the entire world learning how to live virtually. After a crazy, but overall successful summer program, Tree opened its doors to primary and toddler students in September so that parents of young children could continue to have childcare.
I have twins in Miss Elizabeth's class, and getting to keep sending them to TTMS during the height of COVID was amazing. And I've got another 6-year-old at home as well, and allowing me to work. I work from home right now, along with a lot of us. So only having one kid here to keep entertained throughout the day as opposed to 3 has just I'm so thankful.
Toddler classes were kept in their usual rooms, but primary classes were separated into 2 classrooms to keep the possibilities of transmission as low as possible. Even in the midst of this sad and somewhat scary time, everyone at the school searched for the bright spots.
In the classroom, the bright spot of COVID times has been that I do get to sit and observe more frequently because sometimes there's just no child available. They're all working much too hard to stop and get a presentation from me.
Unfortunately, because of COVID, elementary students remained remote. Undaunted, everyone in the school made the best of this situation. The school tried to hold on to its traditions, including a stone soup around Thanksgiving Day for those in the building, and a virtual winter sing-along for the elementary students.
And I brought some corn for popping.
Predictably, remote learning was a success for some and a challenge for others.
Virtual school has been going great. The older girls, they can read and do things themselves. They're used to Montessori, where it's mostly self-directed. And then the boys in primary, they have just had their normal schedule and with a smaller class.
During COVID remote learning, Calliope definitely struggled with not seeing her friends and not having the hands-on work that she was used to, and more of a freedom to spend her day as she wanted to. The assignments have definitely been a challenge for her, and turning in assignments has been frustrating.
As the numbers of COVID cases dropped and then spiked, staff and administration discussed all the possibilities of how and when it would be safe to bring the elementary students back. And then, after that announcement, the real work for the world's best guides and assistants began.
Tree means excellent, compassionate, wonderful teachers.
In order to make space for the elementary students, all of the primary classrooms needed to be combined into one classroom again. Primary guides and assistants cleaned, packed, moved, and unpacked classrooms to prepare for an entire primary class to finally be in one space again.
Okay, you guys have a break. Good morning. Everything's different. It is.
Once the primary classrooms were back in one room, the elementary guides were able to start to prepare their environments, and the excitement grew as they started anticipating the return of their students.
Well, now that we're going to be back in person, I mean, there's obviously a huge change because we're actually going to get to do Montessori. And so I think that that's really important for the children to sort of remember what it's like to be in the classroom together, remember what it's like to have conversations and choose work right off the shelf, and have the responsibility as a community together.
On the Friday before the students were to return to school, lower elementary students kept another tradition alive by attending an open house at designated times.
I think it will be nice to be in the classroom, right, Priya? And I think...
Finally, the big day arrived.
All right, students are coming in 15 minutes. How you doing?
I'm rushing.
Are you ready?
I'm good.
You excited?
Yeah.
As cars lined up in the morning for drop-off, it started to feel like life pre-COVID. Lower elementary students came in through the front door, while upper elementary entered from the redwood meadow. As the morning progressed, the classrooms began to fill until the big moments came.
We're here. Can you believe it?
Thank you so much for that wonderful video. As you can see, the wonderful work at school is what this is all about, making sure that it is the strongest place for your kids. I have a level for everybody. Tonight is not necessarily about the amount of money as it is about participation. They don't want me to even say that, I'm sure, but really that's what it's about, is participation. I need you all to reach in your pockets. Obviously, the amount you come out with is going to be different, but if everybody can jump in, the power of numbers takes over and we can make great things happen. Now, if you're on the Auctria site, there's a Raise the Paddle button. Just click on that and you can go in. I can see here on my monitor that a bunch of people have already jumped in at $100. Thank you, Jody's in there at $250. That was 20 days ago. She came in. And a lot of people ask me at these because they get confused. They've had a capiranha. Can I give more than once? And yes, you absolutely can. So our top level is the $1,000 level. Now is the time. But if anybody wants to go above $1,000, please feel free from here to infinity. The best part about doing it this way is you can put your own numbers in. Maybe you like prime numbers. I love prime numbers. Put a prime number in there. Or I encourage you to just pledge your zip code, because we're on the West Coast and all of those zip codes start with 98. If we're on the East Coast, I don't do that because they all start with 02. And that just would not be the way to raise money. But on the West Coast, zip code away. Maybe 750 is your level. And I want to let you know, from the $500 level down, we have a group of donors that pooled their money. They put a match pool together, and they said they will match everything up to $5,000. So if you give me $500, you're actually making $1,000 happen. If you pledge $250, you're making $500 happen. Jump in there, take advantage of that match pool that the TTMS board came together and raised that $5,000. And it makes such a difference. And this match pool is working on all the gifts made between now and 8 o'clock. So we want to get that match done before 8 o'clock. So don't be scared. Just jump on in there. Look at that. Megan just jumped in there. Thank you so much. Emily jumped in there. And thank you, Damien. You're doing great. And the goal is an ambitious, maybe, $15,000. But really, that's only 15 of you out there with $1,000. Or 30 of you out there with $500. You see how this math works. The more you spread it out, the more that we can really make some great numbers happen. So I'm going to keep on looking here. Thank you so much. Lauren came in there. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that. There, that is that board match. It makes such a difference. So jump in there. You know, and now's a good time to point out, you know, this has been a trying year. I pointed that out before, but it's also a year where we didn't fly anywhere. We didn't really pay for parking anywhere. We didn't go out to dinner. A dinner, if you think a dinner for 4 people, if you go out and have a nice bottle of wine, that's probably around $300 that you saved. You probably saved on babysitting this year because we were all at home. All of that money that we saved, 3 Tree certainly could use that. So don't be afraid. Think about all that money that you saved. The travel alone, maybe you didn't go across the bridge a couple of times. That's actually a significant chunk of change. Thank you so much. Nicole jumped in there at $1,000. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you, Jamie Sweeney, also jumped in there. It's a little self-serving, Jamie, but thank you so much for that $500. That is absolutely wonderful. Keep it going. You're doing a great job. We want to get all of these in before 8 o'clock to take advantage of that match pool, as I said before. So don't be afraid to name a ridiculous amount. and come on in because your money is doubled because of that match pool. So keep it going. We're going to get back to our, I see that Gabriella just came in there. Thank you so much, Gabriella. Maybe you know an emergency responder or a caregiver. Pledge $100 in honor of them. And don't forget to add in the chat who you are donating in honor of. Maybe you have a loved one that passed this year and you want to donate in their honor. That would be a great way to remember them and to help the school out. How about just putting in $50 for the staff at the school in honor of all of them working so hard to take care of your kids and to make sure that they stay abreast of everything and keep that education going, whether it's virtual, in person, you name it. They are working so hard to adjust to this new paradigm that we are in. And let's face it, we're going to be in this for a little bit more before we're out of this. And so throw in some money in there in honor of the staff. Thank you so much. Molly just came in at $1,000. That is magnificent. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, Amelia. Looking at all these great bids there. These $1,000 bids are absolutely wonderful. It doesn't matter how many zeros are in there. It is wonderful because it all goes to that bottom line. And with that match pool, you are just doubling up on that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lindsay came in there. Thank you so much. That is wonderful. Keep it up. Keep that bidding going. Keep that donation going. Call somebody. Maybe you have a grandparent in a distant place across the country. They can come on in and make sure that they support the school as well. Thank you so much. Lauren came in at $250. Thank you, Lauren. Makes a big difference to that bottom line. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you so much to all of you for participating. Keep it going. We are going to get back. Make sure to get your Raise the Paddle gifts in before 10 o'clock tonight. And also, keep an eye on your live and silent items as well, because they will also close at 10 o'clock tonight. We want to send out a big special thank you to our sponsors, Natural Creations Pools, Daiwa Massage Chairs, and West Coast Franchise Law. Their exemplary support will help Three Tree as we reach the light at the end of the pandemic tunnel. I'm getting a little note here from Jill, and the thermometer says $50,000. Is that right? No. Oh, it says 50,000, but that is not right. Our Raise the Paddle goal is 15,000, so we are much closer than it looks. So the thermometer is not right. How did it get to 50? We don't know. Overall total, I see. It's showing you the overall total. So don't be fooled by that evil little thermometer. But we appreciate everything that you are doing. Thank you so much. Blake came in there. Thank you, Eunice. Good for you. Keep that up. Keep it all going. Don't forget that your silent items are open until 8 o'clock. Keep those live bids, I'm sorry, till 10 o'clock. Did I say 8? I was thinking 8. Till 10 o'clock. Keep those live bids going and keep monitoring them. These events are really a ton of work. No one person could ever take on an event like this, especially an entirely virtual event that no one had to do before COVID came along. So we want to take a moment to thank all of the Spring Benefit Committee. Heidi Santon, Kelly Parker, thank you, Michelle Abedoy, Laura Devine, Jeremy Valdez, and Jesse West. And thanks, Jesse, for hosting that chat. All right, we have arrived at our last trivia question. This could be the one that wins it for the guide. Don't forget, the guide of the class with the highest amount of points overall wins an hour-long massage. So there is a lot riding on this. So should I check the class standings before we go into this? Who is it? Western Hemlock, going into this last question, is in the lead. So there's a lot riding on this, especially for the guide of Western Hemlock, who right now is hoping that we simply go offline. You have no control over that, though. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. Thank you. If you're of an age, you know what that refers to. All right, the final question. I should make that the trivia. What did that last phrase refer to? If you said outer limits, bing, you win. All right, what is the name of the 4th book in the Harry Potter series? All you parents should know this. Is it A, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which I think refers to that state-of-the-art latrine at Leavenworth. Anyway, B, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. C, that was the Goblet of Fire. That's what the cocktail was, wasn't it? Tonight? That's what Capriana means. C, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Or is it D, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Woo! This is one that I would absolutely, if it was either you die or get this correct, I would just shoot me now because I'm just so not, I don't have kids, so there you go. All right, the correct answer is B, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. All right, so I hope you got your answers in there. Everybody, I think, if you're a parent, you know you're Harry Potter. You all should have gotten that one right. So this is the moment of truth. We will see which classroom guide will be receiving an hour-long massage. They're tallying up the scores right now. It's a very tense time. During this time, you can go in there and check on your live items. Don't forget to sign up for those buy-ins because this is a wonderful time. Did we even talk about Live Auction 9, the barbecue? Did I talk about that? How did I miss that? Oh, winner chicken dinner. I'm going to hold off on that and tell you about Live Auction 9 because we didn't even get to that. I don't know how I missed that. But Live Auction item number 9 is an amazing opportunity. It is the Barbecue and Movie Extravaganza. Again, this is a buy-in, and we have room for 100 people. It's $25 a person. So you'll be part of the first barbecue and movie extravaganza. It is a date-specific Saturday, August 28th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You'll enjoy, obviously, a properly social distance barbecue right there at the property in Tukwila at 3 Tree. And when the sun sets at 8, you'll have an outdoor movie showing of Inside Out from Pixar. So that is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for 100 of you great supporters. Just $25 per space. And a space is for one person? A space is for one person, so that's per person. So get in there, sign up for that first ever movie and barbecue extravaganza. All right, we have tallied up the scores, and the winner of the massage for their guide is, this is the guide. Sycamore, Stevie Mock, you're getting a massage. And look, Stevie Mock in the chat even said, let's go team. And apparently, Stevie, it worked. Good job. Wow, Stevie. And also Stevie said, after the frog question, you gotta love collective nouns. You do, Stevie, you're absolutely right. You do have to love those collective nouns. Thank you so much for being a part of this, joining us this evening. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this trivia. And you did a great job. You know, I tell people at all these events that I do, giving is a learned activity. It is not genetic. And tell your kids what you did. Tell your grandchildren what you did, because they learn from you. And they mimic our activity. And when you give big, they learn. And they definitely learned from you tonight. Thank you for being a part of the Tree Montessori community. Thank all of you for your support. Hang on a second. Nicole is confused by the barbecue. Do you need to buy 4 for 4 people? Yes, you do, Nicole. You need to buy 4 for 4 people. And don't even hesitate at that. Or even better, buy 8 and then scalp the other tickets, I think is the best thing to do. And you'll make big money. I just made that up, but I don't think you can do that. Or just give them away. Just gift them. Pay it forward. Jennifer Roller said, good job, Sycamore. This was so fun. Hope you get another chance to play. I hope we never have to do this virtually again. I miss seeing all of you live. I used to do this down at Georgetown Ballroom with a lot of you, and I miss those days. We will get back to live. Please stay safe. And I would be reticent if I didn't say, please give a thought to the people in India. They need our help. They need our good thoughts. If you pray for them. If you just light some incense, do whatever you do to send your good thoughts to the people of India. They really need our help. But stay safe, get vaccinated, get your kids vaccinated as soon as that's approved. Have a great night. Keep the bidding going on those silent items. Keep that donating going on that Raise the Paddle. And thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great, great time. And remember, you didn't have to drive anywhere tonight. Have another Caprian, I can't even say it anymore, Caparanya. Justin, I have to come see you just to learn how to say it. Thank you so much. My name is David Silverman, and I hope to see you next year. Take care.
solved. Happiness.